Student friends, in this lecture we are going to learn inter and intramolecular bond formation via tin hydride. We have to study carbon-carbon bond formation, intermolecular carbon-carbon bond formation and intramolecular carbon-carbon bond formation through the intermediate free radical, and this free radical is generated via tin hydride. The intramolecular radical reactions are more efficient than intermolecular ones. In the reference books or different research papers, we find more in number the intramolecular reactions as compared to intermolecular reactions. The tributyl tin radical is generated by abstraction of hydrogen atom from tributyl tin hydride with azo-bis isobutylonitrile. This is the initiation step. The tributyl tin radical abstract halogens. In the previous lectures, we have studied that tributyl tin radical or tin has affinity towards halogens. This tributyl tin radical has affinity towards PHS and PHSE. Also, this PHS and PHSE, phenyl sulfur, phenyl selenium, these two groups, these behaves like a halide during the reaction. The behavior of PHS and PHSE group is similar to the halogen. The bond dissociation energy of carbon halogen bonds increases in the order. The carbon fluorine bond is stronger one, whereas carbon iodine bond is weaker one. So no doubt Ci bond is weak and it will break first. If in the molecule, suppose that there is presence of two halogens, one is chlorine and another one is bromine, which bond will break first, CCl or CBr? CBr bond will break first because it is weaker than CCl bond. Now see the following reactions. We have four reactions to study the intermolecular bond formation. See the first reaction, which already we have studied in the point electrophilic and nucleophilic free radical. We have also studied the mechanism of first reaction, iodocyclohexane and alpha beta unsaturated ester in presence of tributyl tin hydride and azo-bis isobutylonitrile reacts to give this compound. There is a carbon-carbon bond formation. The carbon from iodocyclohexane, which carbon? Carbon to which iodine has attached, and the beta carbon of the ester, methylene carbon of the ester. There is a bond formation between these two carbon which bears iodine in iodocyclohexane and methylene carbon, double bond CH2 carbon from ester. There is a bond formation, double bond is reduced. This is a intermolecular carbon-carbon bond formation. Inter means between two molecules. In the second reaction, again the same point, instead of ester containing double bond, in the ester there is a triple bond. Reaction is similar to the previous one, and there is a formation of carbon-carbon bond between two molecules. There are two more reactions. See first one. This also we have studied in the point electrophilic and nucleophilic free radical. The carbon which is flanked by two ester groups and which bears chlorine atom. These form bond with methylene carbon of silyl enol ether. There is a formation of carbon-carbon bond between two different molecules. There is an intermolecular carbon-carbon bond formation, and there is use of what? Tributyl tin hydride and EIBN. One more reaction is there, but there is no use of tributyl tin hydride and EIBN. Just we have put in order to know the carbon-carbon bond formation between molecules. The acetophenone undergoes a reaction. This is a McMurray coupling reaction. There is a carbon-carbon bond formation. Now you understood the point intermolecular bond formation by using tri-N-butyl tin hydride and EIBN. Now the next is intramolecular bond formation. Intramolecular carbon-carbon bond formation. Intramolecular means what? Intramolecular carbon-carbon bond formation means what? There is a formation of bond between two carbons within the same molecule. Intermolecular means carbon of the first reactant forms bond with carbon of the second reactant. This is the intermolecular carbon-carbon bond formation. And intramolecular carbon-carbon bond formation means what? The two carbons from the same molecule forms bond with one another. This is the intramolecular bond formation. This reaction involves addition of free radical intermediate, and these reactions are very important, are very useful in the preparations of cycles or rings. Reactions with suitable substrate involving free radical intermediates readily forms 5-membered ring. Suitable substrate or suitable reactant means what? The reactant should contains a carbon halogen bond and a unsaturated grouping. This favors the formation of 5-membered rings during the course of reaction. The formation of 5-membered ring is a dominant product, is a major product than 6-membered ring. And its formation takes place under kinetic control. That is, the energy required for formation of 5-membered ring is lower than the formation of 6-membered ring. Note this point. Energy required to form 5-membered ring is less than energy required for formation of 6-membered ring. There is a comparison of transition states. Transition state formed during the formation of 5-membered ring, it requires less energy, but transition state formed during the formation of 6-membered ring, it requires higher energy. Therefore, 5-membered rings forms while there is an intermediate, that is a free radical intermediate. We have also some examples which involves the formation of intramolecular carbon-carbon bond. See these reactions. See the first reaction which already we have studied, 6-bromo hexane. It is not 2-hexene, it is a 6-bromo hexane. It reacts with tributyl tin hydride and AIBN. There is formation of cyclopentane, not cyclohexane. Previous lecture we have studied that 5-membered rings are prepared through a free radical mechanism in a good yield, and 6-membered rings are prepared or synthesized by Diels-Alder reaction. Note this point in your notebook. We have studied the mechanism of first reaction already. See the second reaction. There is an intermolecular carbon-carbon bond formation. The carbon of aromatic ring which bears iodine forms bond with the carbon of olefinic double bond. See the mechanism. Mechanism is very clear. Reaction between tributyl tin hydride and EIBN gives tri and butyl tin radical, which we have studied number of times. EIBN and tributyl tin hydride on heating or irradiation of light generates tri-N-butyl tin radical. Don't forget it. EIBN reacts with tributyl tin hydride in presence of light or even on heating generates tri-N-butyl tin radical. This is the initiation steps, and this tri-N-butyl tin radical abstract halogen generates organic free radical, and it undergoes addition to the carbon-carbon double bond generates new radical. This new radical abstract hydrogen from tributyl tin hydride and gives target molecule. There is a carbon-carbon, there is a formation of intramolecular carbon-carbon bond. See two more reactions. See the left side reaction. The carbon is attached to the PHS group, nitrogen, carbon, PHS, tributyl tin hydride, and EIBN upon heating gives tri-N-butyl tin radical. The tri-N-butyl tin radical removes PHS group. PHS group and PHSE group behaves like a halogen. This tri-N-butyl tin radical removes PHS and generates a organic radical. This radical carbon is attached to the nitrogen, and this radical formed, it undergoes addition to the carbon-carbon triple bond. Previous to this we have studied addition of carbon to the carbon-carbon double bond. In front of you now there is a example that addition of free radical to the carbon-carbon triple bond. It generates phenyl radical. Phenyl radical means radical is present on the carbon-carbon double bond, carbon of the carbon-carbon double bond. This is the phenyl radical, and this phenyl radical abstract hydrogen from tributyl tin hydride and gives us target molecule along with formation of tributyl tin radical, which again removes PHSE group. In this way the reactant is converted into the product. See the last reaction here. PHSE group is removed by tributyl tin radical. There is generation of acyl radical, that is aryl ring C double bond O. Acyl radical undergoes addition to the carbon-carbon double bond, gives new radical. This radical abstract hydrogen from tributyl tin hydride and gives target molecule along with formation of tri-N-butyl tin radical. So in case of this both the reaction, there is formation of 5-membered ring. There is a formation of intramolecular carbon-carbon bond. The carbon-carbon bond is formed within the same molecule. So this is the intramolecular carbon-carbon bond formation. Now we have studied the formation of carbon-carbon bonds, either intramolecular or intermolecular, via or by using tributyl tin hydride. But mercury hydride can be used, but remember that tri-N-butyl tin hydride is preferred mostly than mercury hydride. Remember that most preferred reagent is tributyl tin hydride. Tributyl tin hydride and tri-N-butyl tin hydride both are same. Now see this carbon-carbon bond formation via mercury hydride. Organometallic compound has very weak carbon metal bonds like organomercury compounds or organocobalts. The carbon metal bond easily undergoes homolysis to generate organic radicals. Alkyl mercury halides are reduced to the alkyl mercury hydrides. See the second reaction, RHgCl alkyl mercury halide are reduced with reducing agent sodium borohydride to the alkyl mercury hydride. This is unstable. And first one is organomercury compound. It contains mercury carbon bonds. First compound is organomercury compound. Second one is alkyl mercury halides. Alkyl mercury halides are reduced to the alkyl mercury hydride. Both gives us a alkyl radicals, that is a R radical. These alkyl mercury halides are useful source of alkyl radicals. How these alkyl mercury halides are prepared? Alkyl mercury halides are prepared from alkyl halides through the formation of Grignard reagent, alkyl magnesium bromide. Alkyl halide reacts with magnesium, gives alkyl magnesium bromide. Alkyl magnesium bromide reacts with AgBr2, gives alkyl mercury bromide. Alkyl mercury bromides or alkyl mercury halides are the good source for formation of alkyl radicals. Alkyl mercury acetates, these are also used to prepare alkyl radicals. Here, these alkyl mercury acetates are reduced with sodium borohydride, generates highly unstable alkyl mercury hydrides. Sorry, one mistake is there. Instead of hydrogen, red color hydrogen, there should be a HgH first. There should be a HgH first, and then it is unstable alkyl mercury hydride. Then it undergoes decomposition to generate alkyl radicals. Consider in place of red colored hydrogen HgH. This alkyl mercury hydride reduced with sodium borohydride, as we have studied, it is unstable. These on irradiation of light or even at 20 degrees Celsius generates alkyl radical mercury. This X is something else. Consider a initiator. See one more reaction. This tertiary butyl magnesium chloride reacts with HgCl2. Hg goes in place of Mg and Mg goes in place of MgCl2. We have not shown MgCl2, but there is a transmetallation reaction. There is a exchange of position of metal, Mg in place of Hg, Hg in place of Mg. There is formation of tertiary butyl mercury chloride. Tertiary butyl mercury chlorides, a good source. This on reduction with sodium borohydride generates tertiary butyl mercury hydride. These are unstable, generates alkyl radical, and it reacts with acrylonitrile CH2 double bond CHCN and gives us a product. The mechanism of this reaction as shown below. Tertiary butyl mercury halide is reduced with sodium borohydride. Chlorine is replaced by hydrogen. This on reaction with a radical initiator or even at 20 degrees Celsius, this tertiary mercury hydride, it decomposes to the alkyl radical, that is a tertiary butyl radical, and this tertiary butyl radical undergoes addition reaction. During this step, reaction between tertiary butyl radical and acrylonitrile, CH2 double bond CHCN means acrylonitrile. Tertiary butyl radicals reacts with acrylonitrile and there is a formation of carbon-carbon bond. The newly formed radical is stable because radical carbon is attached to the electron withdrawing, which is having minus R effect, that is a CN group. The newly formed radical removes hydrogen from tertiary butyl mercury hydride, gives target molecule and tertiary butyl radical. In this way, there is a formation of carbon-carbon bond by use of mercury hydride. I repeat one point again. In most of the reactions or most preferred reagent for carbon-carbon bond formation, either intramolecular or intermolecular, tributyl hydride is preferred mostly. I hope that you have understand this point, intramolecular carbon-carbon bond formation and intermolecular carbon-carbon bond formation by using tin hydride and mercury hydride. Now we stop here. Thank you.